Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're all doing well. Well, today we're going to do something a little bit different. Um, I decided to do my post review and my comparison project update all in the same time. So that's what we're going to do. So this is Mary's Diamonds 02 in the round rendering. Now, one thing to remember is Mary's Diamonds was acquired at the end of 2022. I believe they're coming back this month, or no, yeah, yeah, they're going to be coming back, and they, according to the last announcement I saw, they're planning to relaunch the website uh, in the middle of May. So, with all that out of the way, this rendering is from prior 2023 ownership change. Um, if you have a kit, if you have this kit in your stash, this is more for those type of people. This is the 50 by 70 centimeters, so this was their recommended size. And overall, 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 the picture is not bad. I think a lot of my issues with the rendering is that I'm very picky. I like my rendering to match the original picture as much as possible, and I really feel like this rendering was a letdown in that regards. I also am a square snob. I like squares because for the same size picture you can get more details. Um, I would say my least favorite detail through the whole rendering that I was looking at is right here on her chest piece and her face. If there's just something about it that I just didn't really care for how it came out. The quality of the drills were fine. I don't remember. I did not have a lot of trash with these drills. There is a lot of needless confetti in this rendering, but based on one of the responses I got on Instagram, they said that they are having their stuff recharted and hand rendered, so that should fix a lot of the rendering issues that they were seeing and I was seeing. So that's good. And I'm glad of that because I like confetti, but needless confetti gets on my nerves. Like this right here. Why? Just why? Oh, and a drill popped off. Let me get my thing. Where did it go? There it is. Yeah. For the most part, I've not had very many drills pop off after finishing it. I'm much happier. But yeah, like this section here with her chest piece and stuff. That that part I didn't really like. I didn't think the rendering of it was really good. Like right here, I didn't see the point in all this weird confetti they had going on. Um, Probably my favorite part of this whole thing is this section of her hair. I think it looks really, really good, all things considering. Um, Overall, I have no main complaints with this picture other than the fact that I feel like there was too much confetti in it, and and some of the and because of that, some of the fine tuning of the rendering didn't look very good, and it affected the overall finish of it. Um, but in comparison to that, because this is a comparison video, we are going to look at the difference in the top section between this and the squares because that's what I have finished. So, as we can see here, we can see just how much clearer the hand is in this rendering as opposed to this rendering. You can also see that here they actually use much different colors. They use like actual skin tones on the squares, and they use just a bunch of pinks and ABs in the round, which didn't make any sense to me. There is a difference in the shade of colors used and everything. Like this is a much darker blue than what's represented here. Different shades of green. You can see here that this is defined differently. This rose here is different. Overall, just a vastly different style of render. And I will show you differences in the face because that's how far I've gotten. So as we scoot up here, we can see how they actually gave her the nice green eyes here and gave her a skin tone that matches her arm. And then here, you can see where they didn't give her ABs in her eyes and they made the skin tone an AB. The hair in this one, in my opinion, looks much better. It has the red, whereas this has like a maroon pink. I like the way that they did this flower on this rendering much better than what they did here. I don't think I have the chest piece done. Yeah, I don't really have the rest of the picture done to be able to compare anything else. And so this is my comparison update. I had to take a break from the square version because I got tired of working on this particular picture. So hopefully in a month or so I'll finish the square and we'll do the finished comparison and we'll be able to see how everything finally renders out. But I can show you how much I've gotten done with the squares and you can just like use your own judgment. So for the squares, this is what I've gotten done, which is a little bit more than half of the picture, not quite 2/3, but it's a little bit more than half of the picture. And overall, I think it's a much better rendering. I think the colors are better. I think it matches the original better. And like you can see how the bottom rendering looks. And yeah. So hopefully in the next month or two, I will have the last half of this comparison and we'll be able to look at the bottom section and see how that all compares. One more thing. This square rendering that I'm doing, and again, these are all prior 2023 purchase. So in the end, this really doesn't affect many people, but if you did buy the new square drills that Mary's Diamonds put out at the end of 2022, those drills are fantastic to work with. Little to no trash. They fit together very, very nicely. I'm thoroughly enjoying working on them. The first square kit I ever did from Mary's Diamond, I actually wound up throwing away because I just could not get the drills to stay on the canvas. And even after sealing it, it just didn't. Yeah, things happened. It got chucked. So overall, the squares, if you have squares, we're waiting on the squares, we're wondering how they adjusted. They did adjust very well if you purchased something at the end of the last year. Also, the new owners have changed manufacturers, and again, they're adjusting their renderings and all that other stuff. So hopefully when they reopen, I'll be able to buy a few kits and see how they go. But this is the end of my review and my comparison. So I hope everybody has a lovely rest of your day. I appreciate you being here. Don't forget to join us on Thursdays for the live streams where we just hang out and have fun while I work on a project. Yeah, I try to put out a video on Wednesdays. Otherwise, I hope everybody has a good rest of your day, afternoon, evening, morning, whatever it is, wherever you're at. Bye.